Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Warren Logan. Warren is a candidate for District 3 of the Oakland City Council. Warren, let's talk for a moment about what area here in Oakland does District 3 cover?
District 3 covers a lot of ground. It has all of the Port of Oakland, all of West Oakland, about half of Jack London. We've got Old Town. We've also got downtown, uptown, part of Lake Merritt, Adams Point, all the way up to Mosswood Park. It is huge. And I think it represents truly like the best of the city. We are so diverse. We are the city's economic engine, both from the downtown area and from the port as well. So we've got a lot of opportunity, but it also means we have a lot of responsibility for this district.
Well, the port, as you indicated, is in District 3. I spent about almost 4 years on the Port Commission back in the late 90s, actually from 1996 to 2000. So I have a little bit of familiarity with the Port of Oakland. I know that it is indeed the economic engine. Let's talk for a moment about the streets of Oakland, and especially the filth and other stuff, the debris. And not only the debris, but the potholes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just depressing when you go into certain areas of, not all areas of the city this way, but especially some areas. You can expect to have your car torn up because of potholes and stuff. Yet, we have paid and been assessed money to fix the streets, and the streets have not been fixed.
Yeah.
So, what's going on?
I want to first acknowledge both of those problems are very real, right? So the first
but
is...
at least you will acknowledge it. There's some people on city council and the mayor's office won't even acknowledge.
There's no problem.
Say, oh, ain't no problem.
Well, so let's start with the first issue, right? Illegal dumping is rampant throughout the city, and especially in District 3. I want to kind of challenge folks to understand sort of the policy background of how we got here. So I'll share this briefly. Our city contract with Waste Management does not work for Oaklanders. The first of which is that while many Oaklanders might know that we have 1 or 2 bulky pickups a year.
One.
Right, 1. Other cities can have unlimited bulky pickups. The second piece is that in other cities, if you go to the yard and dump yourself, right, if you take all your trash there, they don't charge you to dump. In our city, we do.
Why do we do that? It is so dumb.
Exactly. It's a problem with our contract. And so happily, the city of Oakland has an opportunity to renegotiate that contract very soon. And so what I would do is actually undo those 2 issues to say we should have unlimited bulky pickups and that it should be free to drop off your trash since you're doing the work yourself. Those are 2 of the main reasons why people dump in Oakland, because we are encouraging them to do anything but the right thing, right? The second piece, and I want to talk to your point about potholes. You are absolutely right. Back in 22, we all voted and said, yes, please continue to tax us so that we can pave our roads. And I think we did a good job several years ago paving almost 100 miles of roadway. Check. Fantastic. What's interesting, though, is that, and this is the power of the city council, is that while the voters passed the bond measure and the city council 2 years ago passed a measure to say, of the 5 years worth of cash we want to spend, here are all the roads, no one gave authority to the Department of Transportation, the department responsible for paving our roads, to actually pave our roads. That's a subtle nuance about policy that I want to bring to the city council, is that I know that we need to authorize the department to spend the money that we are taking in from taxes.
Wait, I'm confused. You mean we passed the bond measure to do it, and then the city council or whoever did not authorize them to do it?
No. And that's the issue. So what happens is that the council, it is dumb. And it's something so simple that should not require politics and behind the scenes issues, right? The council could just authorize and really pre-authorize any contract for the Department of Transportation so that instead of them coming to the council every year and say, okay, I want to pave these 10 roads, I want to pave these 10 more roads, you could just say, the voters want you to pave the roads, we've already told you which roads to pave, go ahead and do it. Take us out of the equation. You would save lots of time and a lot of money, especially time.
And they don't do that now?
No. These are the common sense solutions that I'm talking about, Robert, right? Like, it's nuanced, right? And having a policy background is important, but I want to share with your viewers and with you that there are some very basic solutions that can get us through even the challenges we have today. And it starts with our council.
And you were saying that if you were elected to the city council, obviously you will be replacing the current city council person, that you will be able to do that? I mean, would there be opposition to that or what?
I don't think there would be. Imagine I go to the city council and say, do we want to make our constituents happy, right? Do we want to give them what they voted for? I would hope that the answer would be yes. And I'm happy to have that debate on the council dais about if we're going to meet the voters exactly where they asked us to meet them, paving our streets, cleaning up our roads, and addressing public safety issues.
Well, I tell you, I'm learning a lot today about what's going on and what's not going on in the city of Oakland, because really, ladies and gentlemen, it just makes no sense in terms of some of this stuff that is happening here in the city of Oakland. Pass a bond measure to pave your streets. You ought not to have to sit back and pray. You should be able to have a city council that would make it happen. Don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I'm your host, and my guest is Warren Logan, candidate, District 3, Oakland City Council.